do, and you get, once you get the copper test coin test positive, it's time for you to cork. Okay. So these are the observations that usually, these are tests you should perform before corking the poopy. These are few points you have to note. Okay, so all these points, all these informations have, we take it only for Behar Doma. Okay, if it is under Doma method that we are doing, nothing of these sort of things which we will be observing. We will be rightly corking the bottle right from the beginning itself, because fumes will be coming and we'll be corking it right from the beginning, and no such observations we are going to make. And there will be a definite time usually told in the samhitas or in the classics for each of the preparations. Those many hours we will be putting it on, and this is exactly how we will take up in Angarduma preparation. In Narganda preparations, what we have to see, it's actually sulfur that is burning out, right? As blue flames, as yellow flames. When there is no sulfur, such flames will not come. There will be no flames coming if it is a Nirganda preparation. So these things you have to keep in mind. Next is after corking, what you have to do. I have already told you. Corking you should do with a wooden cork and tie it out with multani mitti and a cloth and all. And then the one important step you have to do is remove the sand from the neck of the bottle, because this hot vapors of mercury are coming up, subliming up, and it should get cooled up, and it should get deposited in the neck of the bottle, right? It should cool out there. So if there is hot mud there, it won't. It will stay as vapors only. So you have to remove the mud from the neck of the bottle, and you should allow it to sediment in the neck of the bottle. For that, we remove the sand from the neck of the bottle. So this aids in cooling and accumulation of the sublimed vapors in the gala portion of Kupi Bakwa. Okay. So after removing the sand, it is approximately 4 hours that we give tea brightening. This is a video which removes the sand from the neck portion. You can just see that. See, after corking, we are removing the sand from the neck portion. It is hot sand. You can see the color of the sand has also changed to like a slight orangish color. That is because it is red hot. The sand is really hot. It is almost like the temperature was around, it is the starting of Tivra, it is around 450 degrees Celsius the temperature. So the sand is also really hot, and we are removing it from the neck portion so that the vapors can come and sediment at this area. We are removing it into the, like, you should be very careful that the koopy, you should not disturb the koopy, you should not break it. So you should be very careful while taking the sand. So this is how we do it. Okay. Next it is the Paschat Karma. So after procedure. First it is breaking the koopy. So once it is Swangashita, remove the koopy from the Valuka yantra, and then what you do, you have to tie a thread dipped in kerosene. Okay, you tie a thread dipped in kerosene around the bottle 2 to 3 inches above or below the end point product formation. That is, if the product is formed in the bottom, in as talista, just leave 2 to 3 inches, 2 to 3 angulas from the area where it is being formed, and product is formed, and tie this thread, kerosene tip thread. If it is galasta preparation, 2 to 3 inches below the product formation gala portion, you tie this thread and do. If it is ubhayasta, make sure that it comes in the middle portion, so that you won't waste any of the materials. Okay. So as per where the product is being formed, you have to tie this kerosene thread. The very tightly you have to tie it also, and ignite fire to this thread. And once the flame is really on, you wait for around 4 to 5 seconds, and then wrap it suddenly in a wet jute sack, so that this heated up thing, then suddenly this coolness comes, it breaks off at that point. Okay, and then remove the wrapping and we can break the cookie. I'll show you. So this is again a video of like breaking the cookie. You can just see this is the kerosene thread. This is the rasa sindura that we have prepared, and it has been formed in the Galasta area, and we have like put the thread just 2 to 3 inches down. See there you have put the it has been flamed on. We put the flame on. See, wait for the flame to like burn very well, burn the thread very well. Once it is burned, wait for about 4 to 5 seconds so that it really gets hot. The poopy should also get really hot, no? Only then it will break. So just wait for the poopy to get really hot. And the jute there, jute sack there is really wet. It is a wet jute sack. Once it is like hot and it is really flamed, just put down in the sack and just wrap it. You can see it in the video. See, we're wrapping it. Wait for 3 seconds. Okay, remove the wrapping. See, you can see it broken. And you can see the rasa sindura also there inside as galasta preparation. So now scrap carefully. No, you should do it very, 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 very carefully. No bits of glass should come along with this. Okay, so do it very carefully. Scrap the things, the product out from the bottle. Put it in a mortar, and when it is formed, it would be silvery in color, the rasa sindura. But once you grind it in mortar, don't add anything. Okay, no drava dravya we add. We rub it just simply. Only that product we take and rub it, and once rubbed, you get this red product. See, this red product. This is why we again call Kupipako Kalpanas as Sindura Kalpanas. Okay, and then now give it for examination. See, this is the picture of the products where, as per the accumulation of the product, this Rasa Sindura, it is condensed carbon balasta. This is Swarnavanga. Swarnavanga, it is a Talasta preparation. We get it in the bottle. Okay, this is Ubhayasta, this is Magaradhwaja, Siddha Magaradhwaja. So that is both Talasta as well as Galasta reaching. Usually it is the Swarna will be in the down and the Magaradhwaja, the other part will be up. So we take it, grind it together and use it. Okay, so this is the examples of Kandasta, Talasta and Ubhayasta. After you take up the product, you have to send it for analysis and examination. This is very important. Please don't omit this part. Analysis and an examination of any product you prepare is very much important because it should abide by the API parameters. Okay, so first you check for the physical organoleptic examination that you can do that. You should check the color, order, consistency, whether it is crystalline, amorphous. Then go for the Basma Pariksha. You should check all those things. Chemical examination, that is qualitative examination as well as quantitative examination. Then instrumental examination is what you have to do: XRF, XRD, ICP-MS and AAS. These are the examinations of usually Bhasmas as well as Pupi Pakwas. So what these things are, we will be dealing it in future classes. That is, we by these things we are analyzing the particle size of the product, the constituents, which metal is predominating, what is the compound that we get. All these things we are analyzing via this XRF, XRD, ICP-MS and AAS. AAS atomic structure and all we see via. We have to check all these things. Okay. This is actually a review of the very commonly used Pupi Pakwa Kalpanas: Rasa Sindura, Magaradhwaja, Rasa Karpura, Rasa Pushpa, and Swarnavanga. Okay. In exam point of view, these are the usual Pupi Pakwa Kalpanas which is asked for you. So this is roughly I've made it into a chart as the ingredients, dose, and indications. Okay. Rasa Sindura ingredients is Shuddha Parada and Shuddha Gandhaka. And Magaradhwaja, it is actually 8 parts of Shuddha Parada, 1 part of Shuddha Swarna, and 16 parts of Shuddha Gandhaka. If it is Siddha Magaradhwaja, Yoda. Swarna, instead of 1 part, it will be 4 parts. Okay. Dose is half to 2 rati. And indications, it is like Kantikara, Ayushya, Vajikarana. So Rasa Karpura, it is again like quantity of Shuddha Parada, Spatika, Kasi Sasaindava, Gairika, etc. So 1 by 64 to 1 by 32 is its dose. Branaropana, Grahi, Kushtakna, Atisara, Nashaka are its indications. Rasa Pushpa is equal quantity of Shuddha Bharata and Shuddha Kasisa, equal part of with Saindava Lavana. So half to 2.5 rati is its dosage. Vishuchika Nashaka, Pitta Hara, Vishanashaka. Swarna Vanga is Shuddha Vanga, equal quantity of Shuddha Bharata, equal parts of Shuddha Gandhaka, Shuddha Navasadara. 1 to 2 rati is the dose in Rasayana Vargikarna Kushtagna. This is the chart that just to let you know what are the common Vivakva Rasayanas usually which is being prepared, and in question point of view and exam point of view itself, these are the common things which come. So if someone asks you about the method of preparation, just understand whether it is Andardoma or Bahardoma preparation, because I've already given examples for Andardoma, Bahardoma preparations, right? So based on that, just understand whether it is Andardoma preparation or whether it is Bahardoma preparation. Method of preparation, you can write the same thing. If it is Bahardoma preparation, the same for almost everything. Okay. If it is Andardoma preparation, also method of preparation is same. Okay, usually in exams also they ask only Bahardoma preparation, and the most commonly asked preparation is Rasa Sindhura only. And again, one of the frequently asked one is Siddha Makaradvaja. Okay, I haven't seen any others asked that frequently, but still, you just in your final year, PG final year, of course, Varnavanka, Rasakarpura, Rasapushpa, everything they will be asking. But first years usually it is Rasa Sindhura or Siddha Makaradvaja that usually that they ask. Okay, so point out on that. And the method of preparation, you can write the same thing only. And regarding the regarding the ingredients only, you make the concerned changes, and those also you noted, because and the indications also you have to study the sloka, Rasa Sindhura, Makaradvaja and all. Final year you have Yoga Vichara. In Yoga Vichara PG syllabus you have every slokas to study. In that time you have to study everything. But now Rasa Sindhura and Makaradvaja, it is a must for PGs. For UG students, you don't have to bother much about any of these things. You don't have to write slogas also. It is not that must that you have to write slogas and all, but you should write the content very clearly. If possible, draw the picture of the Kupi, picture of the Valuka Yantra, all these things you draw it. Okay, so that is what is important as far as UG is concerned. But PGs, make sure you study the slokas of at least Rasa Sindhura and Makaradvaja. Okay, so and all those references we'll be giving it via notes. Uh, Now coming up to the importance of Kopipakva Rasayanas. Okay, what are the importance of Kopipakva Rasayanas? As I have already told you in the first itself, the relevance of all Rasa drugs. Relevance of all Rasa drugs, including Kopipakva Rasayan. The first verse you have to quote is अल्पमात्र उपयोगित्वात् अरुचेर अप्रसंगता क्षिप्रमारोग्यदायत्वात् औषधेभ्यो अधिको रसः. This is the first quote you have to mention, because that is exactly why we give Rasa medicines. You want a quick action. Why do you give antibiotics in modern medicine? You need a quick action. In the same way, herbal drugs have take their own time to act, because it has to undergo the process of digestion. But Rasa drugs have the property of Sukshma Vyavai properties there for Rasa drugs, because of its minuteness, because of its structure, because of its, they are nanoparticles, right? There are a lot of studies which prove that plasmas are nanoparticles. Even OP pakwas are also nanoparticles. It has been studied, and the what is the chemical formula? It is Hg. Mercuric sulfide is it, and the ratio of mercury to sulfur in OP pakwa rasana is 6:1. Okay, don't confuse it as 1:6. It is not 1:6. Mercury is to sulfur, because sulfur is burned out, right? We see so much sulfur going out, and after that will you have sulfur so much? No, the ratio of mercury to sulfur in Kupipakwa, after Kupipakwa Rasayana, Kupipakwa Rasa Sintura is 6:1. Mercury 6 parts, sulfur 1 part. That is why we say that Jarana has happened. Jarana of, it is Gandhaga Jarana that is happening in Mercury during Kupipakwa Rasayana. So because of this Jarana, what property will it acquire? It will have Vyadihara as well as Rasayana. Yeah, it will have Vyadihara and Rasayanika action, and the bond form in Kupipakwa, because heating is in it is Agni preparation, right? So in because Agni is being given, The bond formed is also relatively very strong in Kupi Pakwas, and that gives it the high potency, Yogavahi property, Shikravahi property, and the capability to enter even the minute channels. And it gives effect even in minimum dosage and it's easy to administer. Okay, so these are the importance of Kupi Pakwa Rasayanas. Okay, so yes. उत्तमो रसवैद्यस्तु मध्यमो मूलिकादिभिः अधमः शस्त्रदाहाभ्यामितं वैद्यस्त्रिधामतः. So Vaidyas have been divided into three. That is Rasavaidyas, yeah, Mulika, that is Aushita Vaidyas, and with Shastradaha, that is, yeah, surgeons. So who is Uttama? Uttamo Rasavaidyasu, because by in small doses we can get very good results. We give, yeah, Vyadihara as well as, yes, Rasayana action. So in small doses, without looking the dosha, dushya, kala and all, we can give rasa medicines. But Mulikat Bihi, can we give like this? Churna Snehadishu, can we give like that? No, we cannot give like that. And Shastra Daha, they are being considered as the Adhama because we are tormenting the patients, isn't it? But by Chetana, Bhedana and all, we are tormenting. That is the last line of treatment, right? We are tormenting the patient. So we consider it as Adhama Chikitsa. So which is Pradara Uttamo Rasavaidestu Madhyamo Mulikat Bihi Adamaha Shastradahabhyamidam Vaidis Pritamada. So with this we can wind up today's class. So we'll just have a quick revision as what we have just gone through it right from the beginning onwards. That is like, first, what did we look into first? We looked into, yeah, the history of Kopi Pakwa, right? We told that right from 9th century it was with the advent of Gandhaka Jarana that Kopi Pakwa started, right? Kopi Pakwa Kalpanas, it started with Gandhaka Jarana. Slowly, Udaya Bhaskara Rasa references came up. Then what did it come? Yeah, that came. Then after that, yes, there was references that method would began to be used by Rasaratna Samuchaya, Ananda Khanda, and all the method began to be mentioned. And first, the terminology is Kupipakwa Rasayanas came to be in the, yeah, later, like 15th, 16th, 17th centuries. That was 10th time when actually the actual name quotations as Kupipakwa Kalpanas, wide description of formulations in the context of Kopi Pakurasanas came into. So this is about the history of Kopi Pakurasanas. After history, what did we look into? We looked into, yes, the method of preparation, right? We went into the method of preparation. No, we looked about the Chaturveda Kalpanas first. Chaturveda Kalpanas we went into, and in Chaturveda Kalpanas, Kupipakwa Kalpanas are one among the Kalpanas of different. We saw that first two, that is Garaliya and the Parpadi Kalpanas are like what? They are Moshana Sanskaras. Later on, the Kupipakwa and Potali Kalpanas were they included both motion as well as dharana. So that was the Chaturveda Rasayanas we dealt, and Kupipakwas is again one preparation which uses both motion and dharana. So it has both Vyatihara and the Rasayana properties. Then we came up to the divisions. We saw that based on the ingredients Sagandha Nirgandha, based on the preparation Andardoma, Behardoma, and their product form, where the place of product formulation, Kalasta, Galasta, Ubhyasta, and we dealt in detail about what Andardoma is, what the Sagandha Nirgandha is, what are the examples of Kalasta, Galasta, Ubhyasta, and all. We just went through it. Then coming into the preparations of Pupi Pakwas, we saw that it had a Purva Karma, Pradhana Karma, Paschat Karma, and all. And also in Purva Karma, it was like Shodhana has to be done, Pajali has to be prepared, Pupi has to be prepared, Pupi filling should be done. It should be kept in the Valuka Yandra. We mentioned about what Valuka Yandra is, what should be its dimensions, the Bhanda's dimensions, why Abraka Patra is kept down, right? We looked into that also. See, this is a picture again of this bhatti. Then we came to Pradhana Karma. We saw in the three stages what all changes are happening to the Kajali, what is actually happening inside the Kuvi during these stages, why 3 stages is being there, when we have to cork it, what are the tests that we should do before corking the kupi, all these things we saw, right? See, what are the factors that would determine the temperature of the extent to which we have to heat it, all those temperature variations, to up to which point it has to go. All these is depend upon certain factors like amount of sulfur in the kajali, ingredients of the preparation, quality of the sand, quality of fuel, consistency of heating, maintenance of temperature, etc. See the pictures of like kajali boiling, Gandaga Jarna happening, and there is full Gandaga when it is burnt out, how it will see, how we will see. See, all these pictures we have seen. Then Shalaka Sanjanana, when we put up the Shalaka, what happens when we put Shita Shalaka, when we have to put Shita Shalaka, all these things we have dealt. Then the general observations, we have to look through the copper coin test. When we have to do, it is the end point of like this, it shows, marks the point when we have to cork it, right? And what is the difference between Andarduma, Baharduma, what happens when it is a Nirganda preparation, that also we have seen. After corking, what we have to do, we saw the video. See how we have to break the kubi, that also we saw, how we have to collect it, the different products, pictures, what we have to analyze, the examples of certain Kupi Pakwa Rasayanas, importance of Kupi Pakwa Rasayanas we have dealt. So these were the things which we have dealt. Now it is open for discussion. If there is any doubt regarding the session, anything regarding this topic, you can definitely ask me. If it is something which I have to refer and tell you, I'll refer and tell you also. If it's something which I know already, I will surely share it with you now. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Gauri. Now, all participants can ask, unmute and ask directly. Okay. I think no more doubts there. You explain it very nicely. So this is our first class. If any doubts regarding this, we can discuss in the group also, so that you have to register in the Swadhyaya session. So we can conclude, Dr. Gauri. Yeah, over to you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Jasul, and thank you all the attendees for your patient hearing also. If there is any doubt, this video will be shared to you, and the notes will also be provided to you. If there is any doubt, it's free for you to ask and ask the doubt and clear it. So for further classes, you can surely register in the Swadhyaya sessions. We'll be having further sessions like this for every subjects. Okay. For now, we have already started Shalya, Shalaki, and R&B, and the next week KC is coming, Panchakarma is coming, Prasuti is coming. Okay. So if you're interested, you can join it, and you can contact Dr. Jasul for further queries. And syllabus also, Dr. Jasul has the syllabus of our classes also. He'll be sharing it with you. Hope you had a good session, an informative session. Thank you so much for your cooperation. Good night.
Thank you.